Hello, I am Sanjay Manghnani from Mechanical Engineering Department of Arya College of Engineering and IT. Today I am giving a lecture on forecasting. This topic is in Unit 3rd of Industrial Engineering subject of Automobile Engineering branch. So what is forecasting? Forecasting means forward casting of the past data. In simple terms, we can say that forecasting is the prediction of the future event based on the past historical data. As we know that planning is the first fundamental activity of the management, and forecasting is the first major activity in planning. Now, what is the purpose of forecasting? Forecasting is done to know the future demand of the product in the market. What will be the demand of the product, and accordingly to that, what is the raw material requirement, what is the working capital requirement, labor requirement, where should be the plant location. These all decisions are depend on the future demand of the product in the market. So better the management is able to forecast the future, better will be the results. So what are the benefits of forecasting? If good prediction of the future demand is available, the production activity can be accurately forecasted. Uncertainty will be reduced by doing a good forecasting. Also, production activity, if production activity are accurately planned, then labor relation will improve because of lesser hiring and firing of the labor. Workload will be balanced. Also, we can use our production facility and other resources efficiently and effectively. So these are the benefits of the forecasting. Now the types of forecasting. Forecasting is classified accordingly to the time span. There are three types of forecasting: long range forecasting, medium range forecasting, and short range forecasting. Long range forecasting is done for the long term objectives which will be covered in more than 5 years. Examples are the plant location decisions, R&D activities of the company, future technology management. These all decisions are long-term commitment for the company. Second is the medium range forecasting. It is made for the medium term objectives that will be covered between 1 to 5 years. Examples are the sales planning and production planning. Third is the short range forecasting, which is made for the objectives that will covered in less than 1 year, like current scheduling of the activities, budgeting, maintenance of the machineries, overtime decisions, etc. Now the method of forecasting. There are two types of methods are used for forecasting. First is the qualitative methods and second is the quantitative method. Qualitative methods are based on the subjective opinion and judgment of the customer, sales representative, and experts of the company. These methods will be used when information about the past data is not available. Qualitative methods includes mainly four methods. These are executive opinion method, Delphi method, composite sales team method, and market survey. Next is the qualitative methods. These methods are based on the mathematical techniques. It is used when we have sufficient information of the past data. it includes two types of model. One is time series model and second is the casual model. Time series model have three important methods. First is naive method, second is moving average methods, that are simple moving average and weighted moving average method, and third is the exponential smoothing method. Casual model include the regression method technique. In qualitative methods, the first technique is the executive opinion. In this approach, a group of managers meets, discuss, and collectively develop a forecast which is based on their experience. Second method is the market survey. In this, intention of the customers are determined by interview or some questionnaires, and according to the response of the customer, the demand will be forecast. The third method is the sales force composite method. In this approach, each sales representative and retailers estimates the demand in their region. Examples is the pharmaceutical industry, where the estimate of the particular medicine is given by the medical representative of the company. Fourth method is the Delphi method. In this, a panel of outside expert is identified and then they are given a series of questionnaires. After getting their response and after a series of discussion, a general agreement is formed between the experts and accordingly the final forecast is determined. So these are the qualitative methods of the forecasting. Now, qualitative methods. Quantitative methods. Quantitative methods includes two types of model. First is the time series model and second is the casual model. In time series model, forecast is based only on the past data pattern. In this, it is assumed that patterns that occurred in the past will continue to occur in the future. Casual model basically identify the factors which cause the demand to vary. After finding the factors which affects the demand, a relationship will be formed between the demand and these factors. This model includes the regression method for curve fitting. Now we take the different methods of time series model. The first method is the naive method. In this method, the forecast for the next period will be taken as the current period actual demand. Let me take an example. As shown in table, the actual demand AT for the first year is 310. Now the forecast demand for the second year will be equal to the actual demand of first year, that is 310. Similarly, forecast demand for the third year is equal to the actual demand of the second year, that is 365. Second method is a simple average method. In this method, the forecast for the next period will be equal to the average of all past data. It is shown in the table that forecast sales for the period for the seventh period is the average of all the past 6 period. The third method is a simple moving average method. In this, forecast for the next period is the average of the most recent past data. In this, we take a specified number of periods like 2, 3 or 5 etc. In this method, same weightage is given to each past data which we consider for the calculation. In table, we calculated the 3-year moving average. As shown in table that the forecast value for the 5th year is the average of 2nd year actual demand, 3rd year actual demand and 4th year actual demand, and that is equal to 190. The calculation is given in the table. The fourth method is the weighted moving average method. In this method, different weightage is given to the past data under consideration. More weightage is given to the most recent data. Let me take the same example. In this, we assume weightage are 0.5 for the most recent year, 0.3 for 2 years ago and 0.2 for 3 years ago. So as shown in the table, for the 4th year, we give 50% weightage to the 3rd year actual demand, 30% to the 2nd year actual demand and 20% to the 1st year actual demand. This is calculated as shown in the table. Fifth method is the exponential smoothing method. In this method, the weights are declining exponentially as the data becomes older. The formula for calculating the forecast value for t plus 1th period is ft plus 1 is equal to ft plus alpha at minus ft. Here alpha is the smoothing coefficient and ft is the forecast value for the tth period and at is the actual demand for the tth period. Let me take the same example. In this, we assume that alpha is equal to 0.1. Here, forecast for the first year is assumed as equal to the actual demand of first year, that is 200, because we have no past data at that point. Now the forecast value for the next year is calculated in the table by this formula. So these are the main methods of the forecasting. Thank you very much.